The relationship between Amrapali, whose beauty led to conflicts among emperors, and Gautama Buddha. There is a district in Bihar called Vaishali, renowned for being the place that first taught the world about the republic system. The tales of the courtesan Amrapali and the kings of Vaishali are rich in history. Amrapali's journey from being a beautiful girl to a courtesan and later becoming a nun changed the course of history. Many legends surround her story. It is said that a poor couple found an innocent baby girl under a mango tree. Her parentage was unknown, and she was named Amrapali because she was found under a mango tree. As Amrapali grew into adolescence, her beauty became widely known in the city. Every man, from kings to merchants, wanted to marry her. Her parents were faced with a dilemma and fear. Choosing one suitor could lead to unrest in the state. The Vaishali administration, upon learning of this, declared Amrapali the Nagarvdhu, courtesan, to maintain peace. Amrapali was given the title of Janpat Kalyani for 7 years, a title bestowed upon the most beautiful and talented woman in the empire. She received her palace, servants, and the right to choose her partners, along with becoming a court dancer. Historians say that Amrapali, whose beauty could destroy empires, was born about 2500 years ago in Vaishali's Amrakunj. She was found by a noble named Mahanaman and later brought to the archaeological site near present-day Ambara village. When Amrapali turned 11, the noble brought her back to Vaishali. At the age of 11, Amrapali was declared the best beauty and made the Nagarvdhu or Janpat Kalyani under the laws of the Vaishali Republic.
Famous Chinese travelers Fa Hien and Xuanzang have extensively described Vaishali and Amrapali in their travelogues, unanimously portraying her as a symbol of beauty. Amrapali's beauty was world-renowned, and princes from distant lands camped around her palace to catch a glimpse of her. The accounts of foreign travelers provide a significant glimpse into the wealth and golden history of the Vaishali Republic. When Gautama Buddha first arrived in Vaishali, Amrapali, adorned in her finest attire, went with her attendants to greet him by the Gandak river. Buddha, seeing her beauty, advised his disciples to close their eyes, knowing they would find it hard to remain composed. 5 years after attaining enlightenment, Buddha visited Vaishali, where he was welcomed by the famous courtesan Amrapali. Along with 84,000 citizens, Amrapali joined the Buddhist Sangha. Buddha announced his impending nirvana in Vaishali and gave his final sermon near Kolhua. It is believed that when Buddha established the Bhikkhuni Sangha, order of nuns, Amrapali's entry into the order marked a significant moment for women's importance in the Buddhist faith. After inviting Buddha and his disciples to her mango grove and serving them a meal, Amrapali donated the grove to the Sangha.
Amrapali then became a regular Buddhist nun and worked for the welfare of Vaishali, cutting her hair and living a humble life. Legend has it that Amrapali was once infatuated with a Buddhist monk. She invited him for a meal and requested him to stay for 4 months. The monk replied that he could only do so with Buddha's permission. Amrapali later confessed to Buddha that the monk's spirituality had inspired her to follow the path of Dhamma. When the Magad Emperor Bimbisara attacked Vaishali to win Amrapali, he was captivated by her beauty and agreed to her plea to stop the war. Bimbisara even proposed to make her the queen of Magad, but she declined, given the enmity between Vaishali and Magad.
Bimbisara and Amrapali had a son who later became a Buddhist monk. It is said that Bimbisara's son Ajatshatru and Amrapali fell in love, leading to her imprisonment by the Vaishali Republic. Ajatshatru attacked Vaishali, causing many deaths, but achieved nothing. Amrapali was deeply saddened by these events. One legend recounts that Buddha once visited Vaishali's forest monastery. Nobles and commoners alike wished to invite him for a meal. Amrapali, having decided to leave her sinful life to become a nun, invited Buddha, and he accepted. Buddha's disciples were displeased and questioned his decision. Buddha explained that although Amrapali was a courtesan, she had purified herself through repentance and renounced her wealth and life of sin.
He asked his disciples to reconsider their judgment. Realizing their error, the disciples sought Buddha's forgiveness, which he granted. Namo Buddhaya.